Hello everybody and welcome back to Chi Bear's Off-Grid Ways. That's what we got yesterday, almost 1/4 of an inch. At first I didn't think we were going to get that much because it came down really hard for about 1 minute and then stopped. Then it started up again, but it was real light. And I said, well, I'm not going to get anything out of that. And I kept looking and looking, and there was nothing registering. And then all of a sudden I had 1/10. I mean, 1/100th. Then 2 100ths. And then 3 100ths. By the time I went to bed last night, I had like 18 hundredths. So the rest of that came after I went to bed. Sure made falling asleep easy. So anyway, it's not really that cold out here. I've been outside today transferring rainwater. Just finished feeding the dogs and giving them their chew treats. So that's all done. It looks like maybe more rain tonight, but who knows? It's been supposed to have been raining all day today, but it hasn't. Now you can see I got some water in the bottoms of the totes over here. The upper totes have got more water in them, but it's not high enough yet to auto siphon down to the lower tanks. That's what this hose is all about. I do have it open, so when it gets up a little bit higher, probably around 400 here, it'll, and that's 400 liters. Yeah, 400 liters. So that'd be about, I don't know, 100 something gallons. Whatever. Anyway, when it gets up about that high, it'll auto siphon down into the lower tanks, and it'll drain those right down to nothing. Then I just come out and shut that handle off and let the other ones fill up, if we ever get that much rain. Haven't seen it yet this year, but we did have that one hurricane that came through, or the remnants of a hurricane, that gave me some pretty decent water. And that helped me get all the way up until this point. I was down to my last, I don't know, maybe 10 gallons of water in the garden house watering watering tote. These barrels, that one's it's got about 1/3 left in it. That one's got about 1/3 left in it. And the other two on the other front side have about 1/3 left in them. Now, I drained all of that down, the extra that was in them, so that'd be ready for more capture in case we do get some more. And I'll show you where that went. That's what this hose is doing here. And I just did a gravity siphon down into those 5-gallon pails right there, and then dumped them into that one tote that's hooked up to my pressure pump for the garden, so I can have a pressure hose. But there's how much I got in there, which if I level that out, it's going to come up to the second bar, which is this bar right here, and that says 400 liters, or about 110 gallons. So I got 110 gallons off of those 4-corner barrels transferred down here, and I left probably 10 gallons each in each one, so I still got 40 up there. So you figure that's 150 gallons out of 3 55 gallon drums, sorry. That's about right. So they were all full, because the other one that's on the front corner over there, I didn't drain anything off that because I'm using that for dog water. So Patches over here has been hanging around me since I started over here, because him and Diogi weren't here for breakfast, but they showed up about an hour late for breakfast. And they looked at me like, hey, you going to feed me? No, you're not here for breakfast. You don't get it. That's the way I was brought up. You don't come home for your supper time, you don't get it. You go to bed hungry, you get up in the morning, you'll have something to eat then. And that's not being mean. That's just teaching responsibility. And I learned that really the hard way, but it only took once for me to realize I don't like going to bed hungry. I wake up hungry. I wake up hungry anyway, but if I don't have anything before I go to bed, I wake up even hungrier. That's why morning meal is called breakfast. That's to break you fast. Because if you eat at like 6 p.m. at night, and what am I looking at up there? Looks like smoke. See if I can zoom in for you guys. Center screen. Yeah, that's smoke, all right. But it's white smoke, so I know there's somebody there with a RV home. They must be burning something off over there. Some of their trash or whatever. Anyway, zoom back out and go down to one here. And yeah, that whole area out there was really super dark all day, but it's moved over to here now, and it hasn't brought any rain with it, so I don't know. I can't answer that question. Speaking of questions, all right, here's a question for all of you viewers out there, all new and old. I need to come up with the perks to go to memberships on my channel to get patrons. And they want perks for 3 separate levels. So you have 3 levels of joining, depending on what you can afford. And I think like the lowest one will be $5 or $8 or something like that. And then it'll go up to $20 or $25, and then the last third level would be like $100 or $150. And you go, wow, that's a lot of money to pay for a membership online. That's right, it is. But there are some people out there that have money, and they need to have that extra option. They don't want to be down there with the rest of us who work for a living. They are independently rich. Why should they have to be on the same level as us, right? Anyway, that's what capitalism's all about. So I do need some recommendations from you people out there. What do you think would be good perks? Now, there are different perks like special episodes of my channel that only paying members can watch. There'll still be the regular stuff on my channel like we're doing right now, but there'll also be specialty stuff going on for the members. The other thing is you could get stickers with my channel name on it. You can get entered into automatic entry into any of my giveaways. Perks like that. And remember, these are going to be monthly perks that I have to do. So make sure that you don't get too overboard on what your suggestion. Right now, as you all know, I'm really tight on funds. So I can't afford to be giving away 1-ounce silver coins and stuff like that. Maybe down the line I will. And maybe I'll do like at Jeff Williams he gives away gold that he finds in his gold mine. So maybe I'll be doing something like that in the future when I go out prospecting. You know, pan out a few grams of gold and give that away to some lucky person who's a patron. So stuff like that. If you get any recommendations or ideas, put them in the comment section below so that I can consider them, and I'll let you know what I come up with. Finally, today I gotta do a shout out to Chris and Amanda. Their channel is Smoky Mountain Off Grid. Smoky Mountain Off Grid. So you can look that up and check them out. They're trying to get to the 1,000 subscriber mark too. So if you could go over there and click subscribe for them and help them out, that'd be a nice Christmas present. Tony and Leanne is still working to get up there too. So another shout out goes to Tony and Leanne at doing redneck things off grid. Doing redneck things off grid. Go over and give them a shout. Tell them G-Bear sent you. Tell them you subscribed if you haven't already. They'll be happy. They could use that. They're up in the 800s or something, I think. So I'm not sure. But if somebody pops over there tonight, check it out and add yours to it and let me know where they're at. I'll check them out too next time I check out their videos. I don't know if Tony's going to have a video posted tonight, but if he does, I'll watch it. That's all there is, everybody. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget your thumbs ups. Don't forget to share and subscribe, and questions, comments at the bottom. And don't forget, if you have an idea for perks for the patrons, let me know, because I've got to list those before they'll let me register my membership channel. This is G-Bear signing off.